of food, importance of cooking food, and then precautions before or while cooking, and then different methods to preserve the food. Let us learn about the children. So this is the last part of the lesson. So children, so we have to follow some healthy eating habits. So what are they? Eat enough fruits and vegetables every day. Eat enough fruits and vegetables every day. Drink lot of water and avoid eating junk foods or fast food, and do not overeat. And then as children, you have to have food at a fixed time, and rinse your mouth thoroughly after eating. Okay, so these are the few eating habits there. Okay, and then next is cooking food, and also let us see how different foods are used to cook there. Okay, so children, most of our food items are cooked or eaten raw, isn't it? Some food items like nuts, vegetable, fruits are eaten raw, isn't it? So whenever we eat these vegetables or fruits, we have to wash them. We must wash them before eating. Okay, so these raw vegetables and fruits have more minerals and vitamins. So we have to have a lot of vegetables and fruits in our diet. And some foods are cooked before eating. Some foods are cooked before eating. So what are the different ways to cook food? So that is boiling, steaming, frying, baking, roasting. Okay, boiling like rice and potato, and some foods are boiled before eating, and then steaming like idlis and dokkas for example, and frying puris and bhatura, and then baking for example cakes and bread, and then roasting potatoes and meat as well. So like this, different foods are cooked in different ways. Okay, these are the different ways. So how your mother will cook, you can just observe that when some foods will be boiled and steamed and eaten, and then deep fried. Some food items are deep fried like puris and all. So you can just observe that one. So these are the different methods to cook the food. And the next point is importance of cooking the food. So what are the importance of cooking the food? Cooking makes food more tasty and chewable, isn't it? Cooking makes food more tasty and chewable. It makes food more appetizing. Appetizing means what, children? Food that looks smells or attractive, that makes you feel hungry. Okay, so it makes food more appetizing, and also it makes food soft and easy to digest. It improves the quality of food. So cooking makes it improves the food quality there, and also it helps in killing germs that cause diseases. So these are the importance of cooking food. So the main thing is it improves the quality of food, and also cooking makes food more tasty and chewable. Okay, so let us learn the precautions before or while cooking. So what we have to remember? So children, uncovered cooked food or cut vegetables or fruits so that gathers germs and dust on them. So that only you should not eat the cut fruits or vegetables that are sold on the roadside, because the dust or germs may gather in it and you may fall sick there. So children, always we should keep the food covered there. Okay, uncovered food gather germs and dust. That is the first point. And the second point is you should always wash the fruits and vegetables before cutting. Okay, so after cutting, if you wash, what happens? The water soluble vitamins and minerals will be washed away. So that is the second point there. And the third point is half cooked food is hard to chew and digest, isn't it? So the food should be cooked properly. Means the foods, some food should be cooked properly for a sufficient time. So that it is easy to makes the food soft and easy to digest there, isn't it? So the food should be cooked properly for a sufficient time. And the next point is the water in which the pulses are soaked. The water in which the pulses are soaked can be used for cooking because it is rich in minerals and vitamins. That is another point. And then take just enough water for cooking the food. So if we take more water, what happens? So the absorbed nutrients will be waste. So when if we take more water, what happens? We have to throw the water that is absorbed, that is the nutrients absorbed in that will be wasted there. So that only we have to take enough water to cook the food. And then last point is overcooking should be avoided. Cooking should not be done as it destroys the nutrients. Overcooking should not be done there. So these are the few points, these are the few precautions we have to remember before or while cooking. Okay, children? And the next point is methods of preservation of food. So foods can be preserved. Foods can be like cooked or uncooked food can be preserved by different methods. So that is refrigeration, canning, boiling, drying, pickling and making jams. So refrigeration, you have seen refrigerator at home, isn't it? So germs do not grow in low temperature. So that only food stuffs like eggs, milk and cooked food or vegetables, fruits are preserved by keeping them in refrigerator. So like that we can preserve the food in first method, that is refrigeration. By keeping them in the refrigerator, we can preserve the food. Okay, and the next is canning. Some foodstuffs can be stored in airtight container. Some foodstuffs can be stored in airtight container. So what happens here? So bacteria and other germs will not grow there as it does not get air and moisture. So in airtight container, if you put the food in that, so bacteria and germs cannot grow as they do not get air and moisture there. Fruit juice and sweets are canned for preservation. So the many foods are canned, children, so that so it will not get spoiled there. And the next method is boiling. Boiling at a very high temperature kills the germs and it helps in preserving the liquid food like milk. So that is another method. And the next method is drying. Some vegetables like carrot, peas and cauliflower are dried and preserved and used in off season. Okay, when the foodstuff is dried, what happens? So the germs cannot grow in them as they do not get air and moisture there. So, so if you dry these vegetables, so what happens in off season is we can use. So some vegetables are not available in some particular season there. So we can use them in that season. And then in this way, foodstuff can be saved by spoilage there. And the next method is pickling. So children, we have seen your mother will make pickles, isn't it? Like raw mango, lemon, chilies and all. So children, so food can be, so some foods can be preserved by adding some certain chemicals in it. So that is known as preservatives. A commonly used preservative is salt. So maybe I see your grandmother or mother will be making pickles there. So she may add a lot of salt to that, isn't it? So why should you add salt to it? To preserve it from getting spoiled there. So a commonly used preservative it is. So so we can make pickles from any vegetables like chilies and the tomato, even cauliflower, and like this. By adding this commonly used preservative, we can make the pickles there. So vinegar is also used to preserve the food. Vinegar is also used to preserve some pickles. And the next is making jams. Last one is making jam. So most of the foods can be made into jams by adding sugar, by adding lot of sugar in it. So excess sugar is also a preservative, like salt, like common salt what we use for pickles. In the same way, excess sugar is also a good preservative like salt, and then microbes cannot grow in jam because of excess sugar in it. Okay, so microbes cannot grow in that because of excess of sugar in it. How pickles are made, a lot of salt is added and made in the same way. Even sugar also can be act like a good preservative there. So we can use them in the jams. Okay, children, these are the different methods. These are the different methods like that we can preserve the food. And then children, one activity is given here to show the spoilage of food. To show the spoilage of food. So take 2 slices of bread. You can just do it at home this one. Keep one slice outside for 2 to 3 days and keep it moist. Keep other slice in the refrigerator. One slice keep it outside for 2 to 3 days and another slice keep it in the refrigerator. After 2 or 3 days, you just observe a brownish green layer is seen. You can see in the picture here a brownish green layer is seen on the bread slice, which was kept outside. Okay, it means it is spoiled and cannot be eaten. So the bread slice kept in the refrigerator does not get spoiled and can be eaten because germs cannot grow in the low temperature. So the slice of bread which kept in the refrigerator was did not spoil there, isn't it? So the slice of the bread which was kept outside, so there was lot of moisture and because of air. So what happened? A brownish green layer is seen on the bread here. So that is not good to eat there. Okay, it is not. So like that we can do this activity and you can just observe that the children, air and moisture. So that what is the conclusion there? So air and moisture can spoil the food if kept for a long time. So like this we can just do this activity and we can see at home. I hope you have understood, children. So read the lesson. So read the different methods of preservation of food. Okay. See you in the next class. Thank you.